Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Božica. I'm qualified interior designer and color specialist. In today's video I'm going to review another Dulux color. It's a beautiful soft white and the color is called White Polar Quarter. Now the first step we're going to do is we're always going to compare this color to a pure white. This is a pure white from Dulux. It's called Vivid White and it has no undertones, and here is our White Polar Quarter. So if I bring this really close up, you can definitely see there is a difference. This is a very warm white and the LRV is 88. What is LRV? LRV is very important when we are looking at the color selection. And why is that? Because it's telling us on a scale from 0 to 100 whether the color is dark or light. 0 meaning really dark black and 100 meaning pure white. This color is definitely very bright and it's very soft. So what is the undertone of this color? When we compare it to a pure white, it throws very soft yellow undertone, and I'm talking like a really soft yellow undertone. So that's why it brings a lot of warmth to this color. Soft whites or warm whites, as I like to call them, they can have either pink undertone, yellow undertone or green undertone. So that's why you will see big variation between the whites, and it is very important that we always compare them to a pure white and see if they what undertone is coming through. Another really thing that is important when we look at the whites is certain whites work really well with certain undertones, and I'm talking about if you are having beige furniture, greyish furniture, taupe furniture, certain whites like to be paired up with those undertones. Now, I can't teach you all that in one video lesson, but I have created an online course where I teach you how to recognize all the undertones and how to pair them with perfect whites. So this belongs, as I said, into warm whites. Warm whites like to be paired up with beige with a green undertone and grey with a green undertone. So they come really to life. So if you have furniture that is in those undertones, the soft white would work really well. Now I have also created color scheme that would work and complement really well with this beautiful warm white. So let me show you what I have selected. So for the architrave skirtings and doors, you can definitely go with the Vivid White, which is a pure white. It has no undertone, and that is really good because you're not introducing another undertone. You're giving yourself a bit of flexibility. You also have opportunity to paint everything in this beautiful color, so your architrave skirtings and doors. If you love warm whites, then definitely go for it. If you love to repaint your home often, then I would highly advise to leave your architrave skirtings and doors in a crisp white. Now there's another beautiful color that is a lovely neutral. It's called White Duck. This color would also work really well, and it has a lovely green undertone in this color combination. So if you just wanna, as you can see, this is exactly what I'm talking about, how certain whites pair really well with other neutrals. Now if you love green, you can continue on and introduce this color through accessories, vases, a little bit in a rug, also in a furniture. It all depends. You can also go into blues. This color is really flexible, so you can go into blues, neutral blues, like gray with a blue undertone would work really well. Now, when I brag on and talk about undertones all the time in many of my videos, I really want to stress how important it is. And that brings me to the next thing that I want to explain, and that is if you are going to, let's say, renovate your brand new kitchen, or you're working on your brand new home, the first thing you are going to go and choose is your stone. This stone, as you can tell here, has a really lovely soft white, and then it has this big vein going through. This big vein going through the stone also is a neutral, so you need to recognize what neutrals is in this stone. Now you have two colors to play with. You can either have your upper and lower cabinets in this beautiful soft white, or you can have your upper cabinets in a soft white and then lower cabinets in this other neutral. Now, this is a grey with a green undertone. I have already tested it, and this beautiful soft white is exactly white polar quarter. So when you want your white kitchen, and let's say you're going to have your two-pack kitchen, that doesn't mean that you can't have a white, but you just need to match the perfect white based on the stone that you have selected, because the stone is the fixed element, and this fixed element will dictate which kind of white you can have. And then once you test it and see if it's a warm white, cool white, cream white, or crisp white, then the same color you will apply on your walls. So as I say, I teach you all this in my online course. You don't have to have any interior design background. You just need to follow my steps. It's very easy. A lot of my students have already done it and they absolutely love it. It's just a game changer. It will open up your eyes to the color and how neutrals should be treated. So that is one of the very important things that I wanted to mention when it comes to your warm whites. Now this color, as I said, it's very light. It's going to brighten your space up. So if you have a already very, very bright space, just bear in mind that this color, you know, will brighten it even more, and it's going to really work beautifully. So definitely you can use this color in an open space. It works like magic, but again, it is very important that your fixed elements have exactly the same soft white as in your stone, and then everything is going to have a nice flow. So that is very important when we're working with neutrals. This color will complement any flooring. It is just so beautiful and so warm. The only flooring that I would avoid if you're living in an older home and you want to repaint and you have that really cherry mahogany flooring where you have a lot of orange and red undertones, I would stay away from that. I would use crisp white because there's already a lot of undertones coming from the wood and it's overwhelming the space, and then crisp white can really help the walls, but you can bring the warmer whites through your furniture. So that is one thing to pay attention to when you're working with whites. Now, if you have flooring as in tiles, you have to make sure that you also have a soft white in your tiles. So when you are doing your kitchen, if you're going to have tiles, first is a stone, your splashback has to have the same undertone, then you test the color, and then you see what kind of whites you're working with. That's going to be in your upper and lower cabinets, and then we have to have same thing in your floor. So that is very, very important if you want to create that beautiful neutral space. Does it work outside, this color? It works like magic. It's so beautiful, so warm. Outside, it's gonna look even brighter, and that warm yellowish undertone is gonna pop through. It works beautifully on weatherboard house, or if you're just gonna render your house. And if it has that lovely warm yellow undertone, this color would work really well. So you just, with your fixed elements, you always need to check and compare. So outside, if you're working with that, it would work really well. It would work really well against white windows. And it would work really well against black windows as well. So those are the two color combinations that I would pay attention to. And that is it for me for this color. I hope you loved it. I hope it helped you a lot with your future renovation or new build. And if you have any questions, feel free to pop them below and I will answer them for you. And that is it from me, and I'll see you in another video lesson. Ciao for now.